I did have regrets. I thought, wow, what was I thinking?
It's not a joke to me because I'm very serious about, how I handle your business and how I handle the business of our whole family. All I need you to realize is that I do have your best interests at heart and that I'm trying as hard as I can to keep it all going on.
Kris Jenner is one of the most successful managers in the industry, and she is ruthless when it comes to getting the best deals and highest paying jobs for her family and close circle of friends. Like the saying goes, the devil works hard, but Kris Jenner works harder. But after years and years of Kris putting business over family, she is starting to see the toll that this has had on her relationships. And she has some major regrets about the kind of mother she was to her children. So what exactly does Kris Jenner regret most about how she raised her kids? And what is her biggest regret of all? Well, stay tuned to the end of this video where we share all of the details. Make sure to subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, and like and share this video. Alright, it's no secret how the Kardashians got famous. And no, it's not because Robert Kardashian Jr. was a lawyer that defended O.J. Simpson in the infamous trial, where O.J. was acquitted of murdering his wife and Kris Jenner's best friend, Nicole Simpson. Oh no, that might have gotten the name in a few newspapers, but what really put the Kardashians on the map was Kim's leaked tape with Ray J. And we use the hugest quotations on the word leaked, because there has been speculation after speculation that this whole situation was orchestrated by Kris Jenner herself. Ray J even came out in 2022 and released a statement claiming that Kris and Kim came to him with the idea of releasing the tape. He even said that Kris Jenner watched multiple different tapes of him and Kim Kardashian and chose which one to release to the public. Not exactly Mother of the Year over there. In case you missed it, the explicit 41-minute tape was released through Vivid Entertainment in 2007, but had actually been filmed 5 years earlier. And just a short 7 months after the release of the tape, Kim and her family launched their e-reality show Keeping Up with the Kardashians, which catapulted them all to global fame and ran for 20 successful seasons. But not after significantly placing a huge blemish on Kim's life. She will always have to worry about her children seeing the contents or hearing rumors or whispers about her past, or even dealing with the possibility of another leaked tape, which happened in 2022 when Ray J claimed that he would be releasing another one of their tapes, which had Kim freaking out until Kanye, while they were still married, bought the tapes back and saved the day. But that didn't stop the sexualization of Kim. Kris got her a spread with Playboy magazine. It was when Kris was taking photos of Kim during her photo shoot for Playboy that Kris got her famous catchphrase.
Damn. Kim, you're doing amazing,
push this knee out.
Hot.
That's push.
Kris Jenner always seems to be putting business first and family second. A classic example of this was when she was asked what her favorite part of 2012 was. Kris famously says it was the time that Oprah came to visit her, and not the birth of her second grandchild, Penelope Disick. Kris also admits to having a favorite child, not something most mothers do, and definitely not on national television. When Kris appeared on The Late Late Show with James Corden in September of 2022, she admitted that her favorite daughter is Kylie. There to promote the latest season of The Kardashians, the momager participated in a lie detector test during their segment. Kylie was in attendance and asked Kris the question that every child with siblings wonders.
Am I your favorite child?
Yes.
True.
Apparently, Kris not only picks favorite children, but she even picks favorite brands, often promoting the ones she has a bigger stake in versus the ones she doesn't. Like how she promotes Khloe's brand Good American, but not Kourtney's brand Lemmy. In an online thread dedicated to the famous family, one person wrote, "Some people have guessed that Kris doesn't have a stake in Lemmy, aka there's monetary incentive to promote Good American, but not for Lemmy. Lemmy say, it must be a bad product if Kris said Lemmy pass," said another. Kris has often had to come to bat for her family when people ask her, what is the family really famous for? Kris Jenner said herself, "We're not actors, we're not singers, we don't have musical talent. I can't dance to save my life." So some people will say, well, you're famous for being famous. And I'll just say, well, no, we're not. We're famous because we have 4 television shows. At the time of the quote, the Kardashian Jenners had the Keeping Up with the Kardashian show, Kourtney and Khloe Take Miami, Kourtney and Kim Take New York, and Khloe and Lamar. All to brand, promote, and commoditize her children. Now, being the matriarch of a super famous family, there needs to be a leader. Kris sees herself as that leader and needs her children to always see that she's right. There was major tension between the Kardashian Jenner family when Caitlyn Jenner announced her transition to being a woman. It was no doubt the hardest on Kris Jenner, Caitlyn's now ex-wife with whom she was married to for 22 years and shares 2 daughters, Kendall and Kylie. Of course, the children in the famous family also had to navigate the changing in their family dynamic. but Kris made it clear that they were to take her side in the separation and not Caitlyn's. Kris is particularly distraught when she learns that Kim was secretly helping Caitlyn pick out a gown for an event. Kris calls Kim a traitor and texts Khloe, Kim's sister, that she felt betrayed by Kim. During an emotional phone call with Kim and Khloe, Kris breaks down on the phone and says that she didn't sign up to have children that didn't take her side.
Children that I gave birth to. I want loyalty. I don't want neutral.
Oh, she's really upset.
Neutral isn't what I signed up for.
So it appears like Kris Jenner loves all of her children equally. But whatever happened to Rob Kardashian Jr., the only male of Kris Jenner's kids? There have been speculations that Kris only cares about the careers of her daughters because they can sell much more than men. Rob decided to take a step back from fame around 6 years ago, and he hasn't made much of an appearance since then. Despite being part of one of the most famous and richest families, Rob has managed to maintain a private life, which he mostly dedicates to his daughter Dream, whom he shares with his ex Blac Chyna. Rob has always sparsely been shown on the reality show, but he did get a bit more airtime and his own spin-off show when he started dating Blac Chyna. Reason being, there was massive drama that Blac Chyna brought along with her. It was particularly interesting that she had a baby with her ex Tyga, who at the time was dating Rob's sister Kylie. We know it's a lot to keep track of, but even before Rob's entanglement with Blac Chyna, he rarely had much going for him business-wise. He had a short stint owning a sock company, Arthur George, which surprisingly is still selling products in 2024. Rob might be the black sheep just based on his gender, but Kris hasn't promoted him or his brands as much as she had for the girls of the family. Probably because she doesn't make much money off of Rob. In an article with Forbes, Kris Jenner said that she cut a deal with her children from the start of their business ventures, saying that she would work hard to support them and take a 10% cut. Forbes reported that she takes 10% in gross revenue from her children's products, TV shows, and modeling gigs. However, she did not disclose her personal earnings to Forbes. Some of the brands that her family owns that she has a piece of include Kim Kardashian's Skims, Khloe Kardashian's Good American, Kourtney Kardashian's Poosh, Kendall Jenner's 818 Tequila, and Kylie Jenner's Kylie Cosmetics. Kris even mentioned that she personally invested in her daughter Kendall's 818 Tequila. But the management fees aren't the only place where Kris makes money. According to Forbes, Kris is estimated to have stakes in her children's businesses, including an estimated 1% stake in Skims, which was valued at $4 billion in July of 2023, and a 10% stake in Good American. Forbes reported that Kris's estimated 10% stake in KKW Beauty, which has since been sunsetted in favor of Kim Kardashian's skincare brand Skin by Kim, translated to a $20 million gain when the beauty giant Coty acquired a 20% stake in the business in January of 2021. Basically, Kris is making bank off of her children. But what Kris regrets most about her life choices that affected her as a mother was her decision to cheat on her husband, Robert Kardashian. Kris Jenner has admitted that her biggest regret in life is cheating on the father of her 4 children.
I thought that the grass was greener somewhere else, and I made a huge mistake. That's like my life's biggest regret.
The Kardashian star was wed to the late O.J. Simpson defense attorney from 1978 to 1991, but had a months-long affair with soccer player Todd Waterman while she was still married to Robert Kardashian Sr. I mean, if the affair didn't happen, Kris never would have split from Robert to marry Bruce Jenner. Then the famed momager would have never had her 2 other cash cows, children, model Kendall Jenner and beauty mogul Kylie Jenner. But what are your thoughts on all of this? Do you think Kris really sold her family out for fame and money? Or do you think she was a good mother, supporting her children as any mother would, with or without the extensive perks of the job? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section, and be sure to check out this next video.